Hey guys, the long-awaited theme for this week is our first impressions of each other, and I know Paolo's been looking forward to this one for like a month now, because I'm pretty sure he built the rest of the themes around this one for this week. So Paolo, I ran into like a lot of technical difficulties just to get this one video recorded for you, and honestly I didn't even feel like working on it anymore, but I did salvage the light, and right now everything's okay, and I know you've been waiting a long time just to get to this theme, so just for you, I'm gonna make this video and get it up on time, hopefully, or the end of today. So our theme being our first impressions of each other, for me that would mean Faith and Paolo. And so to start off with Faith, I met her sophomore year in high school, so that would make us like 15 around that time. And actually, I met her in high school, but we didn't actually become like friends until college, where we like found each other again, because after like I met her in high school, I was there at that particular high school for a year, and then I left, and then I had no idea the Faith was going to be at the college that I went to for that time. But yeah, when I first met Faith, she was like such a different person from how she is now. And when I met her, she was like this very quiet, very like kept to herself, like introverted person, which I know she's grown a lot from as a person right now. But which hasn't changed is that like she's always been drawn to art. I had her in my art class when I knew her in high school, and she was really good at it, and like she made really good like art pieces for class. I ended up getting a D in that class, so I hope you did okay, Faith, in that class. You probably did though. And so I don't know, she was like just this tiny, sweet, quiet girl, pretty much like me. But at a few times, like, I managed to piss her off. Or maybe she was in a bad mood, and you're probably like really surprised to hear this, Faith, but I'm sure like, you know, it wasn't a big deal. We didn't have like problems or anything, but for some reason that kind of like sticks out for me. So there you go, I guess, the truth's out. Faith, like, I love you to death. Like, you're so fun to be around with. Like, you are hilarious, and like you have a good head on your shoulders, and like you're very intelligent, and like you're the sweetest. So like, sorry to get all corny on you, but like I'm really glad that you're my friend, and I actually consider you a very good friend. So next is Paolo. I have to make this one so very much special because you've been waiting such a long time to get to this theme. Now Paolo, I know for a fact that you told me that you couldn't get quite a read on me, and you actually thought like I didn't like you, which isn't true. But to be honest, like we're actually kind of the same, like when it comes to like meeting new people. Like when I first met you, you were kind of like how Faith was when she was in high school. At least, you know, when it comes to meeting new people, you're just like quiet, you know, you're nice. You weren't standoffish, but it's like, you know, you weren't really that talkative, and like you were just like really reserved. Kind of jumped in the conversation, like, you know, when you felt comfortable. But that was because like we had all just like met you from Faith. So Faith and Paolo were friends before I met Paolo. That's how I met him, through Faith. I wasn't really like that awkward around you, but there were times where like I know they were still trying to like feel each other out, and like, you know, try to get to know, or like how like this person is. And there were quite a few times where I felt like I stumbled in conversation with you. You know, just because like, you know, you're kind of self-conscious, like, and I'm extremely self-conscious, so I know that like sometimes like our conversations kind of staggered, but like for the most part, like you and I have like just really similar interests, and like we kind of have the same kind of humor. But we're all kind of just like hilarious, aren't we? Just like you, Faith, and I. That's why we're such good friends. But yeah, obviously, you know, we're friends now as time went on, and like, you know, with you and I and Faith and like just the rest of our group, we like let our guards down, and like you really came to be the person that like I know you now, who is like hilarious and crazy and just generally like very fun to be around with. So that's it. That's what I think of you, Paolo. Oh, actually, I remember the first thing I ever said to you, which was really not meant to be like an insult, but it wasn't really meant to be a compliment either. And like usually I'm not this type of person, you know, to really just say what she's thinking like when they first meet someone. But I told you that you reminded me. No, I told you you look like Russell Brand, and you're just kind of like taken aback, and it was like, well, I wasn't really. I just kind of said it to say it. I'm glad you didn't think I was like so much of a bitch though. And like obviously you don't think I am now, maybe, because we're really good friends now. So, Paolo, I'm really glad to have met you too. Like, it is so fun to talk to you, and like, I'm glad that you confide in me certain things, and I'm glad to be your friend too. So, yeah, you guys, to get corny again, like, I'm just really glad I met you guys, and that like we have this thing going on. As much as we like know each other, it's really cool to like know like your thought, like your insight when it comes to certain things, which is why we do this, which is why it's so fun, like, you know, to run this channel with you guys. And I'm just glad that we get to do it, and like, first and above all else, like, I just have fun with you guys. So this is why this channel exists. And I know I'm making it sound like these are like the last videos that we're gonna do, but honestly, like, summer's kind of coming to an end, so I really don't want to go back to school, you guys. I know Paolo goes back to school on the 13th of August, and the first move-in date for me, because I live in the dorms, is like the 18th. So I don't know how regularly or fast or on time we're gonna like get, you know, our updates in. I know that Paolo and I are the most prolific updaters. You know, like, first getting back to school, I don't know if we're gonna go on a hiatus, but I think we'll be okay. Otherwise, like, we'll let you guys know, of course. All 2.5 of you. So yeah, that was the theme for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining. I hope that was like insightful, or I hope that you garnered like some kind of understanding from what I thought of you guys. And I hope you're not too mad if I said anything to offend you. But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember, comment, rate, and subscribe, and always keep it real. Bye.